Oh my God, internet, I swear to God, if you do this to me again. Hi, peeps and creeps, we are live again. You probably barely heard anything from the past couple of minutes. I had to restart my computer again.
Wow.
And do the whole, little count to 10. Wait for it to completely reboot. And then restart it. We are back. We are eating meat pies on the Nimbus with a giant. That tastes damn amazing, and that is the last damn thing I remember before the internet said, haha, JK, I'm taking it back. So, we're back. Legit this time, we're back.
Right. But, while you guys are flying back, enjoying some delicious meat pies. After everything you've been through, it's the best food you've ever had. And everyone is making their way back to Waterdeep.
Ghoul?
And
She kind of licks her fingers. Who'd you send the helmet to?
I sent it to Harl.
Oh no. Could you see if he still got it?
Yeah, one second. And then I just first of all I gotta make sure I even have spell slots to send another message. Oh god.
If not, I'll do it.
Wait, I got it. I got a level 4. I'll do a sending. 1 second, I'm popping it up. If Roll20 will let me. There we are. Bip. Doing my sending. Hey, Cole. First, I'm alive. Second, you didn't do anything with that mask, did you? I know you might be panicking. You know, in the midst of his panic, he just hears that and he has, Cool. First off, I thought I was gonna have to go tell your mom the news. I kid you not. Second, I'm gonna hug the fuck out of you when I see you. Third, I have whatever you sent me. I didn't do anything with it yet.
I think that's the word limit right there. Do you need to send another message, Goal?
Well, first off, it's actually gonna hug the hell out of me when I see him.
Oh.
I could kind of tell he was kind of
worried.
Go kids to. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I honestly think he was. Yeah, he was hella worried. I could tell from his voice.
She pats, yeah. By the way, she's still holding Deeg.
Yeah.
She lays back on the grass.
Should I send another message to tell him what to do with it? Or
yeah,
sure.
I'm not gonna worry about the. You don't have to worry about the message, the word limit, but just what all do you just tell? Do you give Harl instructions to meet you at any particular place to deal with this?
Yeah, just have him to. We're heading back to Waterdeep, right?
Yes.
When we get back to the portal, yawning portal, just have him meet me there, or
All
Or
right.
I could spawn shit to go sleep in. Just meet me where if you see me walking somewhere, you know where I'm going.
Yeah. With that all said, as you all make your way back to Waterdeep, you all are return home as heroes, champions of this grueling war against this cruel and sadistic cult. And yet now, for the first time in a while, there's nothing immediately pressing that you need to take care of. And at this point, I'm actually going to ask everybody to roll initiative just to figure out what order we're gonna. You guys don't have to worry about like selecting your icon or anything. I just want to see where everybody stands. That's a 14 for Dahlia.
I will say this too. You were
19 for
like,
Candace.
everybody, roll initiative. And I'm like, God damn it! I was like, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
I realized shortly, like as I was saying that, I was like, okay, let me explain, like that it's just decide who.
Everybody, roll initiative. Why?
Katniss
I'm
is
like,
like,
look,
damn.
All
I
right.
got the
Whoa.
strength to do anything
Initiative
else.
twice, Katniss.
It's Friend Terry's.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, that's it. Katniss, with this safety, this freedom, what does Katniss do for? Let's just say for the next month.
For the next month, it's just Katniss actually tries to learn how to relax, but doesn't really feel comfortable with it, so didn't really do a good job. So then they decide to take, the next step, which is the wedding, and they spend their honeymoon in the Feywild.
Oh, Loki's
Yeah,
gonna love that.
Oh, so you guys have your. What kind of wedding do you? Is this one of those things where you have kind of a small private wedding?
Katniss would like that, but I think they'd go with whatever Loki wants.
Oh boy.
What kind of wedding would Loki want? Because Loki's turn is next anyway.
Loki would actually do what Katniss wants. They'll go with their partner on a low-key wedding. They're tired right now. They partied really hard the past few days.
Yeah. We installed the sex swing.
Yeah.
So would you say then that you two would have like a smaller kind of private wedding?
Mm-hmm.
All right, where do you think you would do it?
Better be the maid of honor or I'll be pissed.
Of course, we make sure that our best friends and Fireforge comrades are there.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord and Lady.
Dolly will be my best person next to me.
Maid of honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am wearing a suit of armor and ready to tackle anybody as per custom.
Well, we cannot proceed with this unless we employ your son.
Mm-hmm.
So I will have Antares be my best man.
Yeah.
And Ghoul is probably saying that I don't know.
Wait, I don't know. What am I doing for the wedding?
Is there anyone in particular that you would ask to not the priest necessarily, but to oversee this? Who would you actually ask to marry you?
Can Thorn marry us?
Oh my god.
Fucking
amazing.
You go to.
And it's funny too because Harl just comes up like, "Wait, who's all getting married?"
Yeah, but like Thorn was like, "Oh yes, of course." So
look at her wearing that revealing outfit while she doing the vows. I see you, girl.
Yeah,
I see you.
Yeah, Thorn shows up, and like you two are in like these sort of modest simple thing that she like. From the outside, it would look. Somebody might think that this is a party celebrating Thorn, as she has like
God.
her,
It's beautiful.
like her.
In the Feywilds.
Yeah, sure. In the Feywild, you have this lovely wedding. You've got your close friends. It's not necessarily a political event or anything, but she's she's followed with like fairies throwing sparkles everywhere.
Oh my god.
Like, dearly beloved, we are here to find these two trapped in marriage. Am I right?
Oh my god.
And just has a whole ceremony as she seems to get along with many of the Fey people. They seem to, but those of you who know that goblins originally came from the Feywild centuries ago. And they still have a little bit of that in them. That chaos that definitely still shows through. But that's
her.
what Katniss and Loki. Is there anything separate you would have done in that time?
I would have made a school for gambling children, but make it family friendly. Where they go and they get like these baked goods. You know, like you get it like a flat dough and you put like sauce on it and like little slivers of meat.
You know, I hear that Fey children just get served alcohol.
But yeah, like with this flat dough and stuff. Ooh, do they add mushrooms to it? Maybe even
Yeah,
this
they can
strange
add
fruit from
mushrooms
my
to it.
homeland?
Like you
What about
You just
pineapple?
add to. You fucking keep pineapple away from my fucking food.
What does
She made pizza.
what does Loki call her school?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Loki cheese.
I call it Loki cheese because like cheese helped me with this.
Oh god, and gambling children again in
Loki
fucking
and
arcade
cheese.
games. I love it.
Came together and created a little mini casino just for cute.
Where a kid can be a poor.
And that's what Loki does.
Do you guys want to hear what I have in my purse?
Sure.
What I ended up with?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Alright, I got 904 copper,
Oh, damn.
62 silver,
Should be able to
Not a
touch
lot
that
there.
shit.
4,100 gold,
Jesus!
and 431 platinum.
She fucking invested all of that in to make a Loki cheese.
No. And she's got from the fucking insurance company. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is.
Loki's just straight up rich at this point.
Yeah, that's not including all the rich, like the fame and shit we had, and probably the monetary prizes.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, speaking of, did anybody? I know Loki would have been like, "Wait a minute,
But I did
check
lose
the
my
body?"
diamonds.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
A moment of silence for my diamonds.
I just walk out. Just as soon as you say a moment of silence for my diamonds, I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Well, mothers have to sacrifice, so
Oh my god.
you know.
Are you two
All
gonna
right.
try to have kids?
Huh?
Oh, they got married! You two gonna actually try to, I don't know who's gonna carry the baby. I don't know who's capable of carrying, but dang it. You guys gonna adopt or
Nope.
gonna pop one out?
To be fair,
Guess you just have to find out.
Yeah, you
To
better
be fair,
be.
they-
I'm gonna be a godmother, damn it.
to be fair, if they have kids, one of us has to be the adult role model.
Oh my gosh. Did you just seriously hire a bunch of warforged dressed as animals to work at this damn place you called a child's gambling ring? Who's the
Yes.
bear?
But with that, as that has been on,
Wait a
what does Dahlia do with now that she's got this freedom that she's been sort of looking for all of so long?
She's finally gonna have a real vacation.
Honestly, she goes and she calls for her mom. Honestly, she would go see her mom, introduce her to Ghoul.
When you arrive back home, to your shock, Granny Greenskin is there, already sharing some hot tea with your mom.
Hi, Granny. It's lovely to see you. Hi, Mom. Are you doing okay?
He's like, well, I told you I was going to visit. And your mom, who's like, still like a little shaken by all this. Oh, there you are, dear. This is. Granny, do you. Should I just call you? Should I call you Greenskin? Oh, everyone knows I'm just Granny. All right.
She's your
Granny
dad.
is telling us. What was that? He's like, and you see like your mother at that. She sort of, her face softens a bit and smiles. She's like, you know, when your father used to tell these stories about the Feywild, I always thought it was all just his imagination, you know?
Nah. Dad wasn't the lying type.
No,
Funny
but
thing
he
is,
could
neither
tell a
am I.
story. I remember a few times you lied to me, young lady.
Well, yeah, but I was a kid. And, lying about how dangerous everything was. Did I tell you that I sent a god back to the Nine Hells?
She looks over to like Granny, and he was like, "Is that the part of the story was leading?" I'm like, oh, it's a long story. You gotta appreciate the details. Yeah, and then story ain't over yet. She says, sort of just leans back and smiles at Dahlia.
Hey, at least I'm gonna try to have a nice low-key chapter in this one. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get
By
my
the way, you
letter?
left.
She's like, I was like, I did. And he looks over at you, and you guys have what's your house look like, Dahlia? Back home.
Well, they live in the manor. It's this large, exquisite, like mostly dark wood filled home that has a lot of like statues and stuff. It's almost it's smaller than the Beast Castle from Beauty and the Beast, but the design is like it's
Similar.
darker. It's more primeval in appearance, but they've lightened it a little after. But regardless of them living there and it having a lot of the place's culture, it is not their home.
Yeah.
It is a large, empty place that is just filled with essentially trophies of wealth that they've just inherited.
Like, she just sort of looks around at this place and says, "Got a lot of memories here."
Not a lot of good ones.
She actually looks at you and like, I can think of plenty of good ones, but not for the place. It's for the people. Oh, you're copying me now, are you?
Nah, I think I just inherited some of it.
And
How
she
does somewhere small
pulls
like...
you into like a tight hug.
How's Auntie?
Oh well, she was dealing with your suitors for a bit, and there was a bit of a hullabaloo going around when word of the Baroness getting proposed marriage, but rumors coming around it's to some sort of magic knight fella.
She reaches.
She looks over to Ghoul, who is came
Wait,
here with
I feel like you would have kept me outside. Just
oh,
be
no,
like,
you've basically been in the threshold this whole time. She would have walked you in.
oh, I would have been. You know, if you left me alone for like 5 minutes, I would have used a spell of some kind.
How many times have the suitors come by to try to see if I've reconsidered?
Oh well, when it first came in, they coming by on the regular to make sure that the word that has come through is true. They wanted to see the letter, which I didn't but I didn't show them because it's none of their goddamn business.
But this
Oh
is
yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Kind of pushes you forward.
Now, who's this here? And she grins, sort of knowing who you are.
You
Hello,
literally see an
ma'am.
older version of what Dahlia turned herself into when she was disguised as a human.
I say, is this like a morning or not a morning, but like afternoon?
You guys would have
Yeah.
arrived in the morning.
In the morning?
Oh, yeah, in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys went out of your way to sort of arrive here early.
Good morning, ma'am. Cool burial. And he does a bow.
And he smiles a bit. And is like, well, if you like, you can call me Mom. She gives you this warm smile, familiar, really. It reminds you of Dahlia's.
She smiles a
He
bit.
does.
Cool.
He smells him back
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "Okay, Mom."
Just wait till we meet your mum. Oh, wow. Actually, Mum, are you packed? We do have to go back over to the one country since we've got plans with this place.
I, um, the Viscount's been by with his sister. She was real excited at the thought of the rest of the Lord of, sorry, with the she was with the Lord's Alliance. He was with so she
Yana.
seems a little yeah. He's like, well, she seems a little so the Viscount Count Kokuma and his they're sort of it seems that the Lord's Alliance and these Harper folks who I haven't heard much of other than your letters, they seem to be getting along a little better.
I hope so. Well,
Hmm.
on account of we're going to make sure this place becomes everything that the late Whipstaff would have hated.
Hmm.
Spite
see.
kept me alive as well as hoping to come home to you, Ma.
Well, I hope you won't need that anymore.
There's still some things I need to do, but probably not either.
Oh, Dust just goes.
Oh, and here's Dust.
This. Oh, he's cuter than he was in your letter. Than he sounded in your letters. Hello, little one. She's just instantly caught up with Dusk, who like shrinks a little bit at first, but as she like comes to pet him, and she's good with animals. It seems she knows exactly where to. She like scratches him right in those spots where he can't quite reach, and
He's like, "Oh
now
yeah."
you know where she gets it.
and the two of you visit and help them to pack up their things, and she seems happy to leave this place. At first, she seems sad about it. You know, yeah, to move away from your home is difficult, but she knows this is. There's a lot of bad memories there, and she's happy to move on.
So we're not.
Mhm.
I just whispered this to you in Draconic Elliot. So we're not burning down the whole. We're not burning the bad stuff, are we?
Oh, what we're gonna do is going to rebuild it and change the rooms and the things that he would have really hated. Like a hospital and a
so
place
we're
for
gonna-
people to lay low.
So we're gonna so it needs to be destroyed.
It's gonna be gutted.
Oh,
yeah.
gutted.
Yeah, from what you can gather, Ghoul, the idea seems to be that the lands, the manor will be given as like a remote home base for the Harpers to do good in this area.
Oh, and I'm letting every single person know of the Baronhood as well as the Lord and the Ladies and Viscount I'm letting him know exactly who my late ex-husband was.
Oh, about to say, if you want, I could have.
I think the torture chambers that are still underneath the castle will be more than enough.
You preserve, with
She
your
held
help.
on to that memory.
You've preserved these painful locations in this home, not for any nostalgia, but knowing that this is undeniable proof of what happened here before. There's been many people who were loyal to the old Baron, and there's a few people who, when word got out of the truth of his nature, they tried to skip town, but found it a little harder to get away with the increased activity of the Harpers and the Lord's Alliance. But the truth of who Baron Whipstaff is, or was, the things he's done, and just the horrors that people realize they either knew nothing about or ignored when they heard rumors of it in the past, has become all too real. And it's messy, it's sloppy. There's no easy way to expose something so chilling to people. But ultimately, the truth makes this a better place. And although the people of Eslia, you leave them better than you found them. As you all make your way back to the Sword Coast to start a new life and maybe have a proper vacation for once. But after that, is there anything... Ghoul, what? Or actually, no, but going down the initiative order, the next was Antares. What does Antares get up to?
Antares takes his training very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
He's training with he's trying to train with Granny and Hazeron every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finally does return to his wife, assuring her that he did have a good war. I died.
Yeah, it took a little bit to find her. Antares got married to a dryad of the summer court. However, she is... although she's a member of the court, what she does for a living is as a singer in the traveling Witchlight Carnival that moves throughout the Feywild and occasionally into the material plane. And you managed to catch her after a performance, and she's coming back, and sees Antares like, "Hello, hello, my dear husband. How have you been?"
Oh my god,
I've been
adorable.
great.
And Linda is a sort of shorter. By Dryad standards, they tend to be fairly tall women. Body seems to be made of living wood. With her hair is just leaves flowing all the way down to the small of her back, almost like the branches of a weeping willow.
Oh
You're
my
looking
god.
so strong these days.
It's all that training. He does peck flicks for her.
She claps excitedly.
He's like, yeah.
I've been traveling and having a show, and I am just having such a good time. I'm so glad you stopped that big lizard thing. That seemed bad.
Oh, it was so bad. That's what killed me.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're feeling better. And she's feeling his muscles.
Yeah. He starts
Himbo
flexing
and
his pecs
Bimbo. Perfect match.
They went on to have a bunch of children.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually roll. Should I roll for it?
Let's go do a Constitution check. Just straight con.
Oh, Lord.
Straight con. Whatever you get above 10.
So
That's how
many
many kids the
splinters
two
down
will
there.
roll. There's going to be 8 kids at some point.
8
Jesus
kids.
Christ!
But
And we're gonna have to be there for every single birth? Oh my gosh.
and with his training with Granny Greenskin, he sort of learned that there was like intention behind it. It's less so like the physically, but he realizes that if he focuses his intention just right, doesn't think like, okay, I'm going to interact with my sword, and like if he just embraces the natural act of just like, hey, stop, he can interact more with Hazaron. And now that Hazaron actually has like some means of interaction, it seems to beyond like you sort of realize the only like sensation Hazaron ever experiences is like harming others. And it's partly why he's so gung-ho about it, because he can't feel anything else. All other sensations are like, it's just consciousness trapped in this sword. But it was, the consciousness of somebody who wasn't a sword to begin with.
Yeah.
So, but with that help, Hazaron still is...
He's still a bit of a snob.
But it's gotten a little bit more supportive of Antares and has sort of not really doesn't really stop being interested in encouraging conquest, but maybe encourages it in more roundabout ways. Those ones like, yes, if you help them, then they will know your true power and respect it.
I like this version of you better.
He got counseling.
Yeah, kinda. And, Ghoul, is there anything you would get up to other than what we saw earlier with you and Dahlia?
I would say as soon as we get back to the Sword Coast, he's going to go visit his mom and dad.
Alright, so you take Dahlia with you?
Yeah, Dahlia and
Oh Lord.
Huh?
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord. Then here's the thing: is that we hitched the cab, or not a cab. We get a.
You have to take the Nimbus up there if you want.
Why not?
Wait, we can take the Nimbus up there?
Yeah, it's like a.
Nobody else is
travel.
using it, really?
I mean, that's actually what we arrived at my hometown with.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll say. You guys brought Armpit came along. He seemed to be excited to try some of the spicy foods out there.
Oh yeah, probably got flirted with a bunch of women who like short guys.
He did not pick up on any of it.
No, he didn't.
Oh
that made
dear.
her laugh.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. You guys did have a stowaway.
What?
And then you just you guys just see Harl.
Oh my gosh.
And what did Harl do with the mask?
Actually, let's kind of back that up. He just kind of goes, huh? The fuck I do with this thing?
Oh my god.
And then he thinks about it. He's like, let me go meet with the ghoul, actually. So, like, as soon as he got back, he's like, hey, Guzman. Where the fuck do I take this? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I forgot I gave it to you.
Is that Harl? Because she wouldn't leave his side when they got back. She wants to relax.
Yeah. Hello there. How are you?
Fine. Soon to be cousin-in-law.
What do you mean, cousin-in-law? Are you kidding? Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. And trust me, believe it, here you go. Your dad's going to have you told your mom yet?
We're getting ready to. Does he have the mask?
Yeah, I still have it. You guys never told me what to do with it, so I held on to it for like a month.
We lamb.
Should we send it to that dragon that does interdimensional stuff? So
Yeah,
it'll be even harder for people to find.
that's what I thought. Oh shit, he was with us. I forgot. Damn it. Look, when we got back, I was sleepy. I was hungry. And I wanted some blueberries. So,
But yeah, I'd say, you guys have this conversation on the ride back, and it's not too much trouble when you get back to Waterdeep to arrange a meeting with Iliuthra. Actually, with your sending ability, you could probably just contact him, and he's got a lot of teleportation powers, and he could just appear nearby.
yeah, I just say, hey, Iliuthra, we have the red. Is it red or is it like a?
This
It's
is
like the last.
The amalgamation of masks. It's all
Yeah, the masks have been they sort of combined together and formed almost like a helmet that rests on your head.
Okay, I just we have that amalgamation helmet that was like the 3 masks.
Yeah, actually,
I sent it to my cousin, and we've been meaning to give it to you.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and show you all what the mask looks like.
Ooh, that chaotic as hell.
Yeah, and you can also see what all it does. A lot of things, which
it looks like it does a lot of things.
Yeah, Severin is intended to be a boss because he has access to all of those things, and then you stole it.
Yoink!
The first thing you did was yank it off his head. He was severely depowered throughout that entire fight.
Good.
Even though he could output big bursts of damage when he needed to, but...
Yeah, that's what her plan was.
Hilarious.
That thing's dangerous. She wore the blue one for a moment. She knows how dangerous it can be. So she's like, wow, all of them combined? Captain Planet, we're taking you down.
But,
mean
when you
Queen
contact Iliuthra to come pick you up, you guys, as you're sort of flying low over the ocean and just seeing ships in the distance occasionally, people pointing in wonder at this floating island, and then before you guys see just a portal, whoom, and this figure flying out of it from a bit of a distance and just flies towards you.
Hi, Illy!
Iliuthra lands on.
Chonk.
He's boom on the thing, and he looks real.
Whoa.
And he sort of bows respectfully at you all. He clearly views you as, people with an honor that you would normally see someone do to nobility or such.
I still give him a bow because he can fuck us up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Polite bow. Do you want some chicken?
You have... Yes, that sounds lovely, but first...
yes, the business at hand. Here you go.
He looks over. He's kind of surprised at just how casual Harl is about handing it to him as he takes it.
Yeah,
and
sorry, I wasn't given the full instructions. I basically just hit it for a while.
We panicked.
And then I remembered.
Just holding it, he sort of glares, and you see sort of smoke rising from his nose, and these massive hands going on. You see claws grab it. And he sort of has to, with his huge hand, he has to grab 3 claws, and even that, he just digs into, pulls on it, and you guys hear just a pop, and you just it's it's not a crash but it's just a loud pop that leaves your ears ringing, and when he does it, he's pulled it apart, and you see it's been reduced to the remaining 3 masks that were put into it.
Please send them somewhere where people can't touch them.
What about the other 2, actually? I never actually touched base on them.
We
So it's cool.
sent one to Iliuthra.
And you see Iliuthra is the 2 you recovered already have been placed in locations that I myself can no longer access.
Ooh,
Oh.
Smart.
Let us hope so. I thank you all, and after I enjoy the chicken, I'll be on my way. He licks his lips.
Well,
I'm hungry.
you might want to change your form to something smaller so you can enjoy it a little better than right now.
Yeah,
Just
and
cooked it.
shift.
It's got curry.
If you like
You
hot,
told me of this, and you see he's like, I have sampled uh, delicacies from many places, but I confess I have not had the opportunity to visit Eslia before.
Well,
This
maybe you should
is
come to our
exciting.
wedding.
Is that an invitation?
Of course. Honestly, everybody that is foot along our side is invited.
It shall be my great honor. And as he bows his head again, form shrinks down. Like you see, like the wings sort of wrap around him and like transform into like a cloak as he assumes like the form he had before, this sort of like dark-skinned older man with like long like white beard and like white hair like braided on his head. As you all enjoy a bit of food before you make your way over, and there's a whole go on a little mini adventure on your way back to Tribor, where Ghoul's family lives. What is with Ghoul's family? What does their home look like?
It's a modest home. It's pretty much it's not a big house,
Mm-hmm.
but I know his mom does because she's a dwarf, so I know she has like she does some smithing,
Mm.
and on the side, yeah, she does her brewery kit because she tries to make her own stuff, but she doesn't sell it.
Mm-hmm.
She's been convinced to try to sell it, but she doesn't.
Yeah, she's got like a shed that's sort of full of like she makes beer and mead well, and she often experiments with other things that sometimes come out pretty good, most of the time doesn't. When
Yes,
she's following,
experimentals.
yeah, she's not quite as good as experimenting as Ghoul is. I think she's one of those people who knows a ton of recipes, but maybe isn't so great at coming up with something on her own.
But I'll tell you right now, her perpetual stew is pretty fucking good.
Perpetual stew?
Yeah, and then Harl pipes up. Wait, she got some? I want some.
Apparently this is a family visit.
But yeah, you all make it. You arrive at the home, and you can see Ghoul's father is out front. He's sort of human man. Doesn't physically resemble Ghoul, but
No.
there's something about him. He has a similar energy
I can tell he raised you.
about his movement, about the way he like styles his hair. Yeah, he's shorter than Ghoul. Yeah, but yeah, it's very interesting to meet somebody like there's almost no physical resemblance between them, but like he just looks over and sees you, and you can see that he was like taking care of some stuff and like dusting off his hands, like, well, hey,
Dad. And this horrible. Hey, sup, punk? How you doing?
hey, and he comes over and gives you both like that sort of like handshake into hug
Oh my god, it's
for
like
each
a
of
human
you.
ghoul.
It's when he smiles at Dahlia, and it's like,
Hi.
you did pretty good, kid.
Oh, really?
And
Ah.
he holds out his arm he doesn't go in for a hug, but he kind of invites you into one just in case you're not comfortable with that.
She kind of smiles, goes up, and gives him like the biggest bear hug she can manage. I can see where Ghoul gets it.
You can hear like a squeal coming from the door.
Oh boy.
And
Looks over her
you
shoulder.
see like the Ghoul's mom comes running out. It's like,
What about his
oh,
little
why
sister?
didn't you tell me you've gotten here? Bloody hell, I haven't even fixed my hair. Oh, it's a mess right now. Oh my god, it's you. And just goes over, and she doesn't do that thing. Like she goes, like you can see his mom, this sort of like stocky dwarven woman, sort of runs over and grabs you like like one of the tightest hugs you've ever felt, Dolly. Lifts you off the ground. Oh my God, you're even more beautiful than I thought. And turns to like Harl and starts hitting him like, and when are you gonna write me a letter?
Oh. You're in
It's over.
trouble.
Practically disappear off the face of the land for months at a time. You're no good. You're no good. And she pulls him into like a tight hug too.
I promise to visit more, Auntie.
Where's your sister?
Where is Lexi?
She'll be home soon. She's gonna start working. Oh.
How old is she to be working?
How old is she, Gold? I realized
I thought she was a kid.
I thought she was a kid too.
Child labor. She
She
probably at school.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Probably at
Yeah.
school. Yeah.
Yeah, she's at, yeah. Let's change that. Oh,
She outworking me. I think she's
On
is
homework.
she 18?
Mhm.
If she 18, I'm like, Mom, you know she can't be working yet. Well,
I thought she was
remember
like
that-
12.
Mhm.
yeah, she's 12. But remember that one time she tried to use your smithing kit, saying she's
Mhm.
trying to help you with work.
Oh, I know. I'm not letting her do that again. No. She'll be a proper lady.
Oh.
He sort of nods, and you can see she's got like, these sort of working woman's hands, and
Hey, you could be a
You
proper
know-
lady as well and look as lovely as you, Miss Barriel. Mrs. Barriel.
he's just struggling. Look, you didn't tell me she was a sweetheart too. Oh, she grabs your face and just like rubbing your cheeks all over, and like, oh, look, you're just so sweet. I can't believe my boy found someone.
He's a wee lamb, actually.
Oh, wee lamb!
Mom, you're gonna pass out.
Oh, my wee lamb! Oh, when he just like goes over and starts like sort of does that sort of almost like she's fainting and just like pawing at you, like, oh, the wee lamb, come with such a lovely bride on this beautiful day.
Oh, I know, right? And you'd never believe that we killed a god together.
You see, like an eye, like face, like look up with like shock, and Ghoul's dad,
Yeah.
like, hey, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Honestly,
It was
it's
Tiamat.
a long story. Yeah.
Don't just stand there, boy, and like sort of slaps you like right on the thigh.
Ooh,
Tell me the story. Come in.
All right, let's
Look
head
at a
in.
lot of you. Look, your
Actually,
skin and bones. Are they feeding you out there? Just sort of yanking all of you in. And
I'm hungry. I mean, no, I'm hungry, but I have been eating.
oh, yes, totally. But we should probably eat more. We've been doing a lot of
Oh.
traveling.
oh, don't
True.
worry. I'll show you how to make all his favorite foods. And grabs Dahlia by whatever she can reach and just yanks you into the kitchen.
I have an idea.
honestly think my mother and aunt are going to love you.
Oh, I think I have Harl do this. I go,
Mhm.
hey, Cole. Did I know you're in the room? He just asks them in Orcish.
Mhm.
You know, your dad said not to tell anyone. I haven't told her. So, no. With a grin.
Mhm.
Hey, Ghoul, your mother's already talking about grandchildren.
What?
Huh? And you all
Mm.
go together and
I-
spend some time and have a lovely evening.
I do have Harl do one thing for me.
Oh, sure. What's that?
I'm gonna have Harl go pick up Lexi from school.
All right.
Make it
What's
be a
Lexi?
surprise.
What's Lexi like?
She would kind of, oh god, because she would technically be, mom's kind of got like a reddish brown hair, so she's kind of got like that reddish brown
She's a ginger.
hairs. Yeah, like a kind of, but dark, like a dark ginger.
Mhm.
Ah.
But her
So-
mom styles it into some braids though, some
Mhm.
dreads. She's like, I ain't doing this hair every day.
She's
Mhm.
rambunctious, I take it, like mom.
Mhm.
Yeah, even though her mom wants her to be a lady, she's gonna be rambunctious as fuck.
Yeah. So before we move on, like Lexi is brought home by Harl, and she's she's the type to do a lot of reading. She's maybe shares that with her brother. And
Yeah,
on the whole walk home, she's like recounting a story to him that she had read. It's like,
that
so,
is a
and
lovely
you see,
story.
and the important thing is that the young boy, his name is Ethan. See, he wished to be king, and now everyone has to
Oh.
deal with that in the world of like, and it's actually very fascinating. See, there's this group and just telling these stories.
Some parts are inappropriate. She calls it a wand store.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And,
Dahlia would love her.
and she comes home and she looks up and she looks at like Dahlia and is like looks to Ghoul and is like, "You managed to get a princess to marry you?"
Well,
Oh
Baroness,
come on!
formerly.
I haven't really told you guys this part,
Oh!
have I?
Mhm.
We have some news
Mhm.
about the burial name. Nudges Ghoul.
Hmm. So, Lord or Ambassador Branham has made me a knight.
You see, like your sister starts laughing, and like your parents are just look over you like you look over sees your mom's. Oh, you was the king. And his dad's like,
He helped us
well, they
sentence a
mentioned
guy.
in his letter, and
Well, technically, I'm a lord, aren't I? Because of the way it was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
you're-
knighted. You're a lord now.
just another loud shriek from your mom, and it's like, Rich. The dad's like, well, I mean, I've always considered myself rich, and she's like, smiles at her. He's like, and she sort of smiles at him, then whaps him in the chest. He's like, oh, I know I was rich that way, but I was rich in the money way.
Kinda. I mean, you can summon a tower and everything now for privacy.
Yeah. I can summon a tower. Actually, I think I can summon a dimensional space blast or whatever, actually.
Your sister's like, you can't. What do you mean summon a tower?
He just goes outside.
I've seen your magic. You can make fire.
She kind of like smiles. You want to know something? I've whipped your brother into shape. And she kind of points over and shows him like cast it.
Let's make it look. Alright. Let's have a nice, like a dark stone. Let's try and make it obsidian.
Wow, an obsidian tower. That actually
And-
sounds kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Obsidian, and then when you walk in, there's a dark oak finish. So he makes. Let's go with a level. Oh lord.
Oh god,
Oh,
you're gonna
God.
really show off, aren't you?
It's been a while since I summoned it. Oh god, wait a
Yeah,
sec.
you guys are at rest, so you've got all your spell slots.
Yeah.
I just sat here and thought about it, y'all. What does a level 7 tower be looking like?
Snazzy.
Go ahead and put the spell up. Let's see what.
Oh god. Meanwhile, like you get Dahlia like literally like sending messages to like Katniss and Loki like over in the Feywild, like, oh my god, I know y'all are on your honeymoon right now, but Ghoul is like wowing his family. And his sister, she takes after mom. Mom is squealing a lot with every new news we give her.
Yeah, actually, we'll just put it. You know what I'll do? Actually, I'll do it where there's a lot of vacant space.
Yeah, so like you're able to find like an area of like It seems to be like a neighbor who moved away when you were younger, and no one else has bought the property, and it's kind of gotten overgrown with plant life. And you just create like this 6-story tower, and like your mom, oh, it's bigger than our house, and you can just do this.
It only lasts 24 hours.
And
But
she's
worth
just,
it.
and like,
Well, unless I keep putting it there for a year, basically, then it's just permanent.
you can make this permanent.
With a lot of work.
Yeah, but it has to be the same configuration every day for a year. If I switch it, it resets the process.
You can see, like, as you're explaining it, she's not really thinking. You just see her, like, wiping a tear from her eye, and she just, for all her, like, bluster and stuff, you see she actually takes a moment to compose herself, which is something you rarely see your mother do. And you just see she just looks up into your eyes, just smiling, like, happy tears streaming down. She's like, I'm proud of you.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Do you mind if I call you Mum?
She just looks...
Girl's about to
squeals.
faint, y'all.
Yeah, but you all do manage to
Mom's
have
got an anxiety
some
disorder.
good time together. I will say at one point all of you are gathered in Waterdeep, and you finally, like, the whole, well, all the chain breakers are there, and you're meeting with Leosin, and he's like, geez, you guys ran off after all that.
We needed a break.
Hey, you think you could help me with something?
Sure.
When we were looking, we cleaned up the Well of Dragons and all that, and the dig is there as well. I was like, yeah, I helped! There was a big boulder, and I was like, ha-cha! And it broke. Well, it took a little more than that. Yeah. We found this, can't really read it, and he holds up a, what appears to be like a leather scroll case.
What?
You recognize it was the one that Rathmodar dropped.
Oh.
None
of us bothered to pick it up.
Yeah,
we weren't able to.
True.
I mean, it was buried under a bunch of bones and stuff after. Anyway, it's got this thing written on it, and I think it's infernal. Can you tell me what it says? And he shows it to you, and it's 3 letters, JOS.
Jaws. Yeah, it's. Oh gods, what has Yana been doing to poor Joss?
What has Yana been doing with Esbara this whole time?
Honestly, with everything happening, she's like, people can relax now. Like, she would still try to flirt with him because she has this like romanticized idea of the protector falling in love with the person they protect. So she reads a lot of books.
Yeah, I'll go and move the thing back to water. You guys learned that Azvara is no longer kept as a prisoner in Castle Waterdeep. He's proven himself with his sharing of knowledge and working with you all. He's no longer kept as a prisoner. He has found a home in the Wide, which is, kind of a very part of the town that's filled with like citizens and stuff. I think that despite himself, he is sort of entered into a kind of relationship with Yana. I think he still doesn't entirely perceive it as romantic, but the two of them spend time together. They talk. He seems to enjoy. You guys have known him enough to know that as much as emotionally distant as he is, he does like talking to people.
Oh, and she never stops talking.
Yeah, and you find the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're sort of, as Hezvara is no longer wearing his red robes, he's wearing like more of a commoner's clothing. He usually wears like a hat to cover up some of his tattoos. They tend to draw attention that he doesn't really enjoy. He's still bald. He seems to still keep his head shaved.
Not comfortable with hair yet, are ya? Hi.
He's like, hello. Have been Yona and we're just about to have tea. What
Yeah, we're
brings
gonna
you
have
all
some
here?
tea. I'm telling you about a book I just read, and quite honestly, I think he'll really enjoy this one. I mean, yeah, we got a place together, I guess, but
Well, I mean,
this or that.
I was offered a home, and of course,
I still gotta
Yona
protect you.
Yes, well, it's been comforting to know that have you watching over me.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Yo, can I
Anyways,
have
hi.
that?
Mhm. And you're all there, Katniss, School, Loki.
She kind of like looks over at like Loki and like and like looks at Katniss.
Hmm.
Did any of you have to deal with her at all when we were gone, or?
Mhm. And,
Who?
Loki or Cat? Would either Loki or Katniss? Would you have ever checked in on Asvara Joss during this time period?
I don't think so.
Oh wow, she's been free reign on him, hasn't she?
You could ask. I know Harl has kind of been around trying to finish up some shit, but I know he's with you guys. I don't know how long. I want to say maybe the first couple of days.
I don't think he'd be here with us.
No, he
He was
actually, I think
hiding because you sent him something that was like, ah!
Oh yeah, true.
Anyway, Joss. Do you want me to call you
Yes.
that? Or Asbara?
I think Asbara.
Asbara.
I think I'm done with Master Joss.
Yana, like, of course, like, speaks up. She's like, I call him Ozzy.
Yes, I've learned that it's common to shorten names.
It's a nickname. A term of affection, sort of like honey or something. Yeah, you were saying, my Baroness? Not anymore. What? I gave up the title. I gave it all back. And exposed what the Whipstaff Lord was really like. The Baron. He wasn't a good man. And nor do I refuse to no longer be called his widow. I'm going to be getting married to now known as Lord Barriel. She looks up back at Gold, smiles.
Well, congratulations to you two as well. Is this what you've come to inform me of?
No. The first thing she does take out is that tiny slip of paper she forgot.
Mm-hmm.
This.
I mean, yeah, and you can see it's like a leather case. That's like
oh yeah, because she took a piece
tube.
of paper first. Remember, she collected a piece of paper from
Oh
it.
yes, the piece of paper that seems to have just a sentence fragment written in Infernal.
This right here was from you know who, but she takes out the case. They found this after, just in case that one fragment means something.
He looks over the fragment for a moment, and he's sort of stunned silence at it, and you see almost still staring at he sort of absently reaches for the case and takes it from you and holds it in his hand, and you see him just sort of staring at it for a moment and a little bit longer, and just before you are about to say something, he's like, my apologies, I seem to find myself unable to move my hands. Could you read this to me? And
Yeah.
he sort of shakily passes you the note, and I will send you the contents. And it's written in Infernal, so it seems that Dahlia might be the only one who can read it.
Okay. She looks alright. Yana is like actually putting her arm around him, trying to be, as comforting as he would allow her to be.
Oh, Cadmus knows Infernal.
Yeah.
Right, you-
Katniss, you want to read this with me?
Yes.
And I'll send you the
I
message
read.
as well.
I'll read the second half if you want to read the first half.
All right.
I sent you on Discord.
Okay.
Alright, you read the first part, and I'll read the last part.
Azabara. This is the world of monsters. I believe to survive in this world, to change it, I must become a monster myself to protect you. I tried and failed to turn you into a monster as well. If you're reading this letter, it means that I was wrong, that the world does not need monsters. Our people have lived.
Right, no, Dahlia's gonna read that half.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, you were on a roll. Uh,
Yeah.
Our people have lived for all our written history under the thumb of a monster. Who were there before Tam is unknown. But who we become must not be who he wishes us to be. But whatever we become, we cannot simply replace one monster for another. Be for our people a slayer of monsters. Be for them a teacher. Be for them a leader. The choice is yours. I only ask that whatever you become for them, do not be a monster. Be what our people need. Be a man, my son. Rath Modar. She kind of lowers it and looks over at Katniss and then at Asbara.
You guys see Asbara, who is... You can see now that he's had a lifetime of conditioning to repressing his emotions. You've seen hints of that. You've known that he doesn't express himself clearly. He can speak in a friendly tone, but a lot of it's performative. A lot of it is just
Trauma.
conditioning. He's a man who's been tortured since childhood to become a weapon. And you just see he's still has that impassive look on his face that he always has. But he seems to be trembling slightly. And you see, with Yana's hand on his shoulder, he reaches over and touches her hand and grips it, and his grip tightens. And he looks all of you with and slowly holds out his arms I feel I would like a hug.
She does hug him. Dahlia totally hugs him. Yana's already moving in on it and didn't realizes, group hug, I guess.
Even Katniss hugs him.
Yeah, all of us.
Group hugs.
Loki, get your ass over here. Hug. No money required. Hug now.
You feel as he sort of rests his head on Yana's shoulder. For the first time since meeting this man, you see his body kind of shudder and shake, and you can hear the gentle weeping.
I think Rathmodar really did love you. He just didn't know how to express it.
And you just see he looks over at all of you and he says, My father made many mistakes in life, but he has given me this opportunity, and I promise I won't squander it. And he holds out his hand for all of you to be like, almost like you're putting your hand in for like,
The group handshake.
yeah, as almost like to set to a covenant of your plans for the future.
Made a promise. And she puts her hand on his.
We intend to keep it, right?
Damn right. We didn't send away Tiamat screaming back to hells for nothing.
Mhm.
I want to
Yeah.
do that to your undead asshole.
And I put
What?
my hand in.
That was a little
Well-
word, but yeah. What is it? Does anybody else say anything as they put their hand in? A little static.
Uh-oh. That's it?
Uh-oh.
No, that was me. That was me. I turned my mic on and off. It does that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Honey?
Mm-hmm.
Does Loki say anything in this moment as everyone's sort of putting their hand in to?
Assist us, borrow.
I've just put my hand in. It's just like... It's like we've been through a lot together, and I feel that you can't get rid of us that easily.
Nah.
Then go put this in like, you're ever in trouble. We come and run.
Gotta be the chain breaker somehow. Ready to break a lot of generational ones. It's gonna be hard.
Heck.
In this moment, the chain breakers commit, and I'll say to our audience, the chain breakers will return in the liberation of Thay, but for now, they can rest. And I think we're done.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody has questions and stuff they want, but I think
Oh my god. We're done! We finished as a team of bitches! Not only did we kick our ass, but we had a happily ever after. For now.
for
Everybody
now.
got married. Well, we didn't
Mhm.
even have our marriage. No, they didn't get married. Man.
Technically,
saving
no,
that
they're
for
planning.
later. Mhm.
Yeah, they're planning. She wants to actually plan something, and she knows that the invites are going to need a lot of people actually being able to show up, and she wants to clean up a fucking mess first.
Yeah.
True.
She wants to be able to take that time for the
Mhm.
families to feel like they can meld together before everything gets rushed in. She wants to
Right.
have that choice she didn't have before.
But for all of our peeps and creeps, it's been an honor DMing in front of all of you this whole time. And,
Thank you, Dungeon Daddy.
Thanks, Dungeon Daddy.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you, Father.
Father? Oh, God.
Father!
Father! That scene.
Yeah.
But peeps and creeps, thank you so much for being here for the epilogue of Rise of Tiamat, the Where Are They Now somewhat rendition. Sorry about the technical issues before, but all of you have been awesome. We will continue playing Gears and Guns on this channel. It will take probably a little while for the continuation of the liberation of Thay.
That's my plan is to have that maybe for October next year.
Yeah, so
You
it'll
guys-
be probably next year. Because we're going to be doing our own like little private thing on the side, as well as Gears and Guns, and I'm hoping to convince some other people to do some other games with us. But I don't know when the next time we're going to be able to play is. Not gonna lie. Those of you who have been following for a while know we've been struggling a bit, a lot.
But we'll make it. We always do.
We're trying. I'm hoping to sometime this week, if we get a moment, to play more Gears and Guns.
I know the fangirls of Diego can't wait because some of my
Sure.
DMs have questions about him in them.
Look,
Hello?
I got. They're banging on the door. We're getting emails. We're getting
Even though he may
voicemail.
have met his match.
Maybe.
Because that's been interesting. He legit
It
got
only
mad.
makes me more excited for the ladies.
Oh Lord,
It's going to be competitive.
man's
now.
going Olay.
But, peeps and creeps, tonight, for now, we say goodbye to Loki, Katniss, Ghoul, and Dahlia, as well as some of our side characters like the ever so beloved Antares, Yana, and the never to be seen from again. What was your character's name?
Cheese?
Cheese. Yeah.
Yes,
We cut
he's
the
their
cheese.
business partner for the Loki cheese.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait a minute!
It
Oh
was
my
her business
God.
partner! No! Fuck! I walked right into that one! Son of a bitch!
Did you guys not hear her say that?
No!
No!
Jesus.
Yeah, it's Loki and cheese.
Loki.
The
Together,
Loki cheese.
Oh my god. It's
So you're
cheese.
working with the
Fucking
Gentarum, or is
Freddy's
this her
Fazbear.
side deal?
They're letting kids gamble. What do you think?
Alright.
Well, anyways.
Gotta hook them early.
Damn
Yep.
right. Oh my god, Loki. We're not
I'm
sending
sure
your sister there,
Thorn
Ghoul.
approves, so.
Of course,
Thorn
approves.
approved it?
Thorn goes over there
God.
to do some, like, concerts. Well, anyways, peeps and creeps, we love all of you. Please be safe. We'll let you know when we play Gears and Guns again. I'm gonna be sad to not play Dahlia anymore, and I know the rest of our group is like, we don't want to send them over the Rainbow Road to pasture.
Well, they're not really going over the Rainbow Road. They technically they went to Tahiti.
And they went to they're gonna vacation for a while in their own version of paradise for a bit. But thank you for joining us, peeps and creeps. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Remember to take initiative and game on. Bye.
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 B.
Tacos!